Hello, this is Riku558, and this is the review of the high grade 1 to 144 scale Gundam Age 3 Normal from the Gundam Age series. And as you can tell, it is a relatively bulky mobile suit, because from what I'm led to believe, this mobile suit should be an homage to the Double Zeta, just how the Age 2 was the Zeta and the Age 1 was the ARC 78. This is just my opinion. If you guys think otherwise, whatever. I don't really care. But, to each their own. Anyways, on to the review. I'm going to go over colors. Obviously, it's the normal Gundam colors, so it's red, blue, yellow, white, gray, and red. If I said red twice, that's because I was going too fast, but whatever. Anyways, for stickers, there's the chest emblem, the eyes, front of the head. I think there's one for the back of the head. I believe there's a sticker for underneath the cockpit or canopy thing for the core fighter. Core fighter. These white things here, if I can focus. And a black sticker with a silver line going down the middle for the thrusters. I believe that should be it for stickers, so not too many. Okay, so for articulation, let me just get him all set. Take the Sigmax's cannon out of his hand. So, starting with articulation, his head is on your typical polycap double ball joint thing, so it can go forward and back, rotate all the way around, and move all over the place. And yeah, it's pretty wobbly. Anyways, arms go all the way around, can go up and down at the torso, forward and back at the torso. These flappy things move. This goes this far. This one goes down and out that far. Arms rotate below the shoulder. Bend at the elbow for pretty much a 180. Wrists rotate and wiggle. And I guess this is articulation, so I'll mention it. This thing rotates, but that's for a weapon gimmick. So the torso, the body has a ball joint up here and a ball joint down here. The bottom of the red part, so I can move all the way over here, so I can rotate all the way around. And that was kind of off camera. I apologize. I'm pretty sure the front skirts were separate. Were molded together, but I separated them. It's perfectly safe. So the front skirts can go all the way up. Side skirts can go up, and actually that's all they really do because they're kind of limited. I think they're actually on a normal polycap like kind of hinge thing instead of a ball joint, which is what I'm actually really happy about. And then the back skirt thruster things can go up and down a bit, and that's about it. Also, these backpack thrusters can move, and these fins can move. Onto the legs. The waist has this thingy, the typical high-grade joint, or the double joint where they can do that and move forward and back a bit. But his thighs are a bit large, so it doesn't really do much. Rotate just above the thigh. Bend at the knee for what I would consider to be like a 170, I guess. This knee armor does do something. It just moves a little bit. It's supposed to go flush for transformation. Foot is on the peg and a ball joint, so you can go forward and back at the peg, forward and back at the ball joint, rotate at the peg, and then knock off a yellow part, because that's cool too. and then goes down and goes side to side quite a bit. And then the ankle armor goes up and down. Alright, so that's it for the articulation. It's very good, obviously. He's not too bulky, so his articulation's very good. For accessories, he doesn't have too much. He has the Sigmaxis cannon that he was holding earlier. He has a G-Scepter transformed body. And he has his 2 beam sabers. And he has 2 beam saber beams, of course, but that's just a given. Anyways, so obviously to hold the Sigmaxis rifle, just put the handle in the hand and rotate around like so. And for those of you who don't know, it can be stored on the Gundam when you don't want to use it. So basically what you do is you fold this down and rotate the handle all the way around like this, and just fold it in so it's flush. What I like to do is fold it out a bit because it needs to clear the backpack, and there's a peg on his back and a hole, so you just peg it in. So if you extended it, it'll just clear the core fighter, and there you go. Now he doesn't need to be holding his weapon. So for the beam sabers, you can either just get the beam effect and stick it in his forearm like so, which I think is pretty cool because forearm beams. Or you could get some sort of, I think you can just pull it out on your own. It's really difficult though. Let me see if I can do this on camera. I need something tougher than a beam saber blade. Here, my knife. Because that's totally safe. Don't do this at home, kids. You'll cut yourself. Anyways, there you go. Beam saber blade. You can take that out, plug into his hand, and then plug, say, said beam into the beam saber. And there you go. Now he has a beam saber blade. Well, I don't recall him doing this too much. Anyways, it does look nice. So there you go. So I guess for his final accessory and the final bit of the review, I'm going to go over the transformation. So let's just take this out of his hand, put it back into the storage. Go. And then now, so what you want to do is you're going to have to take off both his arms and take off the backpack. I think you can leave the Sigmaxis cannon in there if you got it stored, otherwise you take it off the hand. And what you need to do is pull this section out with the head right here. Just pull that out and take this entire torso area off like that. So when you transform the legs first, because it's just right here, what you need to do is lift the front skirts, bend the legs all the way forward, and then proceed to knock off front skirt armor, of course. Let me just get that back in there. There you go. Or not. There. And then bend the knees 90 degrees. Like so. Not really much to it. And try not to break your mobile suit while you're doing this. I'm going to try to make it as flush as possible. Fold the feet down. And then, actually that's it for the legs. You do fold down the thrusters to make it more flush. Anyways. And then for the arms, it's actually really easy. Just fold them 180. And if you want, you can hide the fists or something. full 180, hide the fists. And what I like to do is I like to have the fins be parallel with each other. So you can do that. And then you just plug them onto the G-Scepter transformed body, which from what I can tell is a compacted torso. The red part sinks into the chest, and this thing comes out from the lower body. See, I painted the cockpit on the movable body to show what it would look like. So yeah, it's quite different. In fact, I think that's the most complex part of the mobile suit's transformation in general. But, you know, you can't do that on a high grade. Anyways, there are 2 slits in the ball joint, and there's a hole and 2 pegs. So you just fit it together, and there's a very solid connection. And then you fold down the Sigma axis, and there you have the G-Scepter. The core fighter is really easy. You just, actually, this was supposed to be on the body of the Gundam, but whatever. Just take this, and take this, fold this up. There's going to be a hole and a peg. Peg it in, hide the face, and then fold this down / up. And now you have a core fighter. Yeah, actually I forgot to mention his final accessory, the stand. So this thing here is adjustable at I think 3 different points. You just take it out and put it in, and take it out and put it in for whatever angle you want. I prefer the middle. Same for this one. I think it has 3 different settings, as you can see right there. So when it's in G-Scepter mode, you can just go like this, just fit that in there to the waist of the original Gundam. And then there's a peg, there's a hole here for the peg on the stand, like this, so you can have a display, something like this. It doesn't look half bad, because it looks like they're about to do the combination, or the docking, according to the show. So yeah, anyways, I'm going to cut out to go back to the normal mobile suit mode for my final thoughts. Alright, so for my final thoughts, I think this is a really great high grade. It's very solid. The transformation gimmick isn't as good as I was expecting, but then again, I wasn't expecting it to be super amazing either. I mean, I already saw from the show and the designs that the transformation was just a bit on the lame side. It is kind of growing on me, but I can't deny that it's kind of bad compared to most Gundam transformations in general. But I still kind of like it. Anyways, the Sigma Axis cannon, for its size, is a very solid piece. I can't say that for too long, because if you mess with those hinges, you get the feeling it's going to be loose. So that's just a heads up, because you know, just natural plastic on plastic friction. I just like how it's a huge ass cannon. Parts forming, I guess, is the downside, but whatever. I don't think they could have done that in a normal high grade anyway, so that's forgivable. Price point is pretty cool. I mean, the price is fine for what it is. The stand is nice. I like how they're including the stand. And what I forgot to mention is that he has a blade open hand here, and it holds a second hand for some reason. And it's really nice because the stand can display the Gundam if it wants to here, like this, and then the 2 transformed parts here. So yeah, this is a very good kit overall. I highly recommend it. And I'm really looking forward to the Orbital, which I already pre-ordered and expect to ship out within the month. So that's really cool. Anyways, so this is it for this review, and I'll see you guys next time.